I want you guys to get a scratch piece of paper out. And I want you guys to put them in order. We're going to work on comparing fractions on which ones are going to be bigger and which ones are going to be smaller than each other, alright? I'm going to write a bunch of fractions up here and I want you to put them in order from smallest to largest. Do you think we can do that?
Yeah.
Great. Get a scratch piece of paper out, write it down, okay guys? It can be any sort of scratch paper. Sure. Put your fractions in order from smallest to largest. Yeah, we're going to put the smallest ones over here, the largest ones going that way. Okay? No, it does not matter what you write with. Just put our fractions in order. Okay? Alright, when my friends are ready, when you have them in order, let's make a shark fin, okay? That way I know that you guys have them down. Alright, Luke, what's our smallest fraction that we're going to start with? Huh? 1/2. Alright, we'll see. Alright, I'm going to write it down. We'll work. Alright, does anyone else maybe have another idea on what maybe their smallest fraction is? Michael?
1/8.
1/8. Why is it 1/8? Okay, so looking at our two fractions, why would 1/8 be smaller than 1/2? Jaden?
Because like, so when you have a big here, when it's full of the two, then there's two bigger pieces and one piece, and they get smaller. You get more pieces, but they're smaller.
Yeah. But my 2 here is smaller than 8. So why is 1/2 bigger than 1/8? I'm just curious about that.
Like if you fold it in half, the pieces are like this big.
Okay.
If you fold it 8 times, then it would be much smaller.
Alright, so if 1/8 is our smallest fraction, what's going to be our next one? Alex? 1/5. And then our next one? Clem?
1/3.
1/3. And then our last one? Benny?
1/2.
1/2. Alright. So I'm going to erase these and we're going to do some other ones, alright? But I'm going to try to make these ones a little bit more tricky, alright? Let's put these ones in order now. Yeah, from smallest to largest again. Okay. guys are ready, make your shark fins again, alright guys? Alright, Brennan, what's going to be our smallest fraction that we're going to be starting with?
2/8.
Okay. Brady, what's going to be our next fraction? So 2/8, our smallest fraction. What's going to be our next smallest fraction? Which one there, Brady? 2/3. Okay. Does anyone else maybe have another idea of maybe what might be our next smallest? Leah?
2/5.
2/5. Okay. And then next? Braxton? 2/4. And then our last one? Annie? 2/3. Why is 2/3 this time at the end and not where Brady said it was? Anyone know? Dayton?
Because there's 3 eagle bars, and if you color them, 2 of them, you only have 1, and it's a bigger piece.
Right. So I would like,
Why is there 2 2/3?
so I'm going to erase this one because that's not where that one belongs. Okay? So I got some tape diagrams on the floor in the back. I want everyone to walk quietly. Hold on. When I say marvelous, you are going to walk very quietly and sit crisscross applesauce on the blue carpet, alright? And I'll be right back to give you our next directions. Okay? Marvelous. So when you guys all walked in, you guys all noticed my tape diagrams on the floor. I had one good question that I heard this morning. Why are some squares bigger than others? No. Remy, why do you think some squares are bigger than others?
Because there's less squares in some of them, which means that they have to make bigger squares.
You know, and I have them divided out in a certain way. Can someone tell me which way this one's divided out for me? Christina? Into thirds. What about this one here? Ella?
4ths.
Fourths. And then this first front one here? Callie?
5ths.
Fifths. Alright. So why do you think I have them divided out like that? Braxton?
Because if you had them all the same, it wouldn't be really fractions, it would just be,
It would just be equal squares then, right?
yeah.
Okay, but what did I tell you guys that we're doing today when we first started, Alex?
Comparing
We are comparing fractions. So can I have 2 friends raise their hands quietly and I'll call on you to come fill in 2/4 over here for me. Madison, you can come fill 1 square. And Aaliyah, you come fill 1 square. So we got 2/4 right now, right? And now we are going to fill 2/5. Megan and Ella, fill in 2/5 for me. So we got 2/4 and 2/5. Which one has more? Which one covers more area on our floor? Michael?
2/4.
Okay, can you girls stand on the tape lines? Here? No? There we go. So we can see that Aaliyah is farther than Megan, right? So, alright, girls, you guys can go sit back. Alright. Now I would like to fill 1/3 and 1/4. Brennan, go fill 1/3 for me, please. And Jaden, go fill 1/4 for me. Ooh, now this one might be a little tricky because they didn't start on the same end, which is okay. Okay? Can we tell which fraction is bigger when they start on opposite ends? Peyton?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it'd be easier if they were both on the same end, don't you guys think?
Yeah, you can still do it.
I heard a couple no's. For those people that said no, can you explain why you said no, Braxton?
Because you still have the tape lines.
Yeah,
You can
I got
see.
this tape line
And
here,
the other tape line is there.
and then this one. But don't they look similar in size?
No, it's not. No. Not really.
Well, I see that we have this tape line as well, but we're looking at that square and this square. It's kind of hard to tell.
I know why
Leah?
it's easy. There's threes. There are 3 squares right here and 4 squares back there. So I know why.
Why, Jaden?
Because, so the reason why it's easier is because you can just look in this middle line and see 2 there, and if you look in the middle, there's no line there, so you can tell that there's only 2 here.
Interesting. I like all your guys' ideas. Alright, you guys can go sit back down. Do you think we can try to compare 3 fractions all at once? Or are we wanting to stick with 2? Peyton, what do you think? Do you want to try 3?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see. Annie, come fill 1 square of your choice, okay? Max, you can come fill 1 square of your choice. Okay? Clem? Michael? And Callie. Alright, can we identify what our fractions are based on where our friends are standing? Braxton, what's one of our fractions that we're working with?
2/4.
2/4. Awesome. Okay. Madison?
2/3.
2/3. And Ella, what's our last one?
1/5.
1/5. So which one's going to be our smallest fraction? Cameron?
1/3. No, 1/5.
1/5. Y'all? What's our next fraction going to be? Alex?
2/4.
2/4. And then our last fraction that we got? Remy? What's our last one?
2/3.
2/3. Awesome. Alright, you guys can go sit back down. You think it was kind of easy with some of these, with our tape diagrams on the floor? Is it easy to compare fractions that way?
Yeah.
So if I just told you fractions, you know, say I had 1/7 and 1/9, could you tell me which one was bigger? I think you guys could. Christina, which one's bigger?
1/7.
Okay. But what if I told you that I had 5/10 and 2/4? Which one's bigger? Peyton? I had 5/10 and 2/4.
They're equal
They are equal. Can you tell me why?
because 2/4 are half of 2 is half of 4 and 5 is half of 2.
Awesome. Can someone give me one fraction that they would like to try to stump someone with, and then I will see if I can throw another fraction to see which one is bigger or smaller. Jaden, can you give me a fraction?
2/5.
Alright, so we got 2/5. What if I say 1/3? Which one's bigger? Remy?
I get mixed up.
So we got 2/5 and then 1/3. Which one is bigger? We got our tape 2/5 and 1/3. Which one is bigger?
1/3.
So we got our 2/5 line, right? And our 1/3 line. Which one? 2/5. Alright, can I have another fraction? Cameron?
3/4.
Ooh, 3/4. I like that fraction. What if I said 5/8? Which way is 5/8 smaller or larger than 3/4? Think about it. So I have 3/4 here, but then I'm looking for 5/8. Which side of 5? Where is 5/8 going to be? Is it smaller or bigger than 3/4? Jaden?
Well, I read my hand. Well, if
Did you have a different question?
if you were gonna see how like never mind.
Alright. Christina?
3/4. 3/4 is
Bigger than 5/8. So I have my fourths here, right? If I divide them all in half again, I'd get to 8s, wouldn't I? So if I divided this square into 2, I'd have 1/8, 2/8, right? And then that one into 8s again, so 3/8, 4, and then I divided that one again, I'd be at 5/8 in my little square. But then but this is my 3/4 line, right? So 3/4 is bigger than 5/8. Awesome. So now, I'm going to have you guys go back to your desk, but hold on. I know you guys have worked with fraction strips before. If you happen to have them, you can pull them out. If not, I have paper that I will hand out. I want you guys to make new fraction strips, alright? We're going to make 1/2, 1/3, or we're going to fold them into halves, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, 8ths, and 10ths. I will write up the fractions that you guys will write, and if need be, I will demonstrate on how to fold some of these for you as well. Alright? So when I say marvelous, you guys can go back to your desk and I will hand out paper strips for you, alright? Marvelous. Get your paper, okay? And try to get the paper to even out as best as you can. This one is definitely tricky, but make them as even as you can. If they're not exactly equal, that's okay.
You're gonna need fourths too.
Okay?
What do we do?
I made 6.
For thirds, you're gonna make an S, and then try to get them to slowly flatten out and get them to equal as best as you can. My example here, they're not equal. They are very close though, but they are not equal.
Fourths are 8 equal.
Try to make them as close as you can. I understand that thirds is hard to do. Okay? Did you get it? Well, that's okay. You're pretty close, so. Okay. Awesome.
Or you can try to make it like this, and then you push it. For half. You want to make this like this.
Half, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 8th, and 10th. Okay? That one, you don't have to try to eyeball it. I've always struggled with trying to fold fifths.
So the trick for fifths is that you take this and you envision this one in the center of thirds, and then as soon as you do that, then you've got the fifth.
Oh, alright. Everyone stood fifths? And now you're going to fold it just like your third. Here, and then you're going to make your S again. And then switch it. You can, yeah. So you're going to fold it, yep.
I got 6.
17. I need another older than you. No, you don't. You just got a straight cat.
Or there's some up right by Jaden.
He calls me mommy.
What?
He calls me mommy.
I'll talk to him.
He calls Max daddy.
I tried to make 6, but I got 6. How do you do 6? I'm gonna do 6 and then reverse square. I'm gonna do 6 and reverse square. All the way up like this. Just bend it back. No, like this. Bend it round and you fold it.
And then fold it in half. Or you can do half and then fold it into thirds. So fifth.
Then why do you have 2 extra strips?
So your fifth, you're going to take your outside 2 edges and you're going to make it in to try to get your middle square to look similar to your outside one.
I need one. I know how I got
And then you fold it like a third.
So this is better than missing one. Do you know how you got here?
Which one are you
Wait, I think I have 8. Do you want me to
shark fins up? I would like to see who all has their fraction strips done. If you do not have your fraction strips, put your shark fins down. Alright, so all my friends that don't have their fraction strips done, which ones are we struggling with?
6 and 8.
Peyton? 10s. Alright, I will go over that one. I will start 6 and 8. Alright, so, Jaden, listen up. So for our 10s, what we're doing is we're taking our strip, and you're going to fold it into fifths, okay? You're going to fold it into fifths again. And then from your fifths, how would we get to 10ths? Annie?
Fold it in half again.
We would fold it in half again. So if you guys have your fifths folded, all you gotta do is fold them in half again, and you'll get to your 10ths. Does that help, Peyton? So you fold your strip into fifths, and then fold it in half again. Clem? Yup. Mine's got a little flap here too. I don't think I'm gonna count that one. As long as if you get close to 10, your fraction strips aren't gonna be exact. If you are close to 10ths, that will work. Brady, which one are you struggling with? Alright, so 6, can you fold your thirds? Can you fold another strip into thirds?
What I did is I got 6.
Six, 7, 8. You got 8. Alright, so here's your thirds, right? Now fold that in half. Fold that like thirds. So you take it and S shape it. Yep, fold it right like that.
Timber. Flat out.
So there's fifth, right? Is that what you need, or do you need 10?
Michael, why
So then you fold it in half. Yup, you have 8
Because
strips,
it's
so
wrong.
you fold
6.
third, fourth,
Except.
fifth, and now with your 10th, you're going to fold it like your fifth here again, okay? And then fold it in half 2 more times. Alright, Brady, can you do that? Fold it like your fifth that you did here. Oh, you got another one? Yeah. And you got all yours done? Brennan, you're all good? Alright. So,
we label them?
You sure can label them. If that's going to help you, you can label them.
What? Grass is making molds.
And then how'd you get this? Your fraction strips here will be your friends. They will be your friends.
You think you should have won?
Okay, 4th grade. Listen up. On this worksheet, you are ordering your fractions from smallest to largest. Your fraction strips will be able to help you if you don't know which fraction is going to be bigger or smaller, alright? So I'm going to pass these out and you can start working on them.
Braxton.
If you have questions, you can ask.
Hard to repair. You have to ask him.
Max, if you don't have enough paper, you can go grab another strip.
I didn't bring it today.
For right now, work by yourself.
It's at home.
Because 7th is really tricky to fold. I mean, if you want, you can go ahead and try to fold. No, I don't.
This is me answer.
I was going to say that is very difficult.
So what you're...
So, while we're working on these, okay, I would like you guys to work by yourself. As you see, we got our different size fractions. Use your fraction strips to help you out. So with 3/5, fold your fifths so that only 3 of them are showing and go down the line. And then 7/10. Fold it so that only 7/10 are showing. Same with 1/2 and 1/4. That's going to help you out with trying to order all your fractions in order. Okay? Does that make sense?
Let's do number 1 together.
So, alright, so we're going to work on number 1 here real quick. So with 3/5, everyone grab their fifth fraction strips, okay? And now you're going to fold it so that only 3/5 is going to be showing. So, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to fold it so that only 3/5 is showing, okay? And then you're going to go to, and then 7/10. Grab your 10th strip and make it so that only 7/10 is showing. Cameron?
You said we're working alone, but then you said these are friends. We have friends we're looking at.
These are your friends for right now that you are going to be working with, okay? These are your partners. And then your 1/2, take your 1/2 fraction strip and fold it right in half.
Wait, open it already.
And then your 1/4. And then lay them all next to each other. That's going to help you out knowing which one's going to be smallest to largest.
Right.
This is easy.
This won't go correctly. It won't stay down. Which one? This. My third one. So I have a pencil over mine.
So that shows you that's my smallest, then that. Yep, yep. That's perfect, Annie. Did it work?
It's like the opposite of what you know you were going to run at my dad.
Right, because the smaller the bottoms, the bigger the pieces.
Well, and because
Is it Peyton's?
this wasn't. Put your name on it. Okay. Alright, thanks. Oh, I just.
So all right, 4th grade. So then you got 1/2 for 4th. Okay, 4th grade. So for number 1, what's going to be our smallest fraction? Callie? 1/4 is our smallest fraction for number 1. Okay. Callie, can you explain why 1/4 is our smallest fraction? Callie, can you explain why 1/4 is our smallest?
Because it's going to be the lowest one.
Okay, with our fraction strips, if we have 1/4 showing, is that our smallest one that is showing?
Yeah.
So what's going to be our next fraction? Annie? 1/2. Okay. Ella, what's next? Correct. And then what's going to be our biggest fraction out of those 4? Cameron? 7/10. Okay. So make sure you guys are using your fraction strips to help you out with ordering these. So you're using your fraction strips, so you're going to have your 5th and show it as 3/5. You're going to have your 7/10, 1/2, and 1/4. You're going from smallest fraction to largest. Okay. So whichever one.
Save it in case you need it.
You can't sharpen your fractions. Did you get all your fraction strips done? Maybe during math one time I'll help you recall your fraction strips, okay? So that way you got a good set for working with this. This will be homework, okay guys?
With Mr.
You guys have your fraction strips that you guys can use. It should be really easy to go and fold all your different fractions. You are doing it on your own, yes. Okay? So we got a couple minutes to work on this. I will be walking around to help you guys out if you need it. But I want you guys to make sure you try first to get your fractions in order. Homework task. No, I would like for you guys to do this, okay? Good. Because this is really good practice for comparing your fractions and getting them ordered up.
5/10, because I don't.
5/10 is smaller, exactly, because 3/5 is more than half and 5/10 is half.
That's okay. You don't need to count that little thing.
Well, then something's wrong with it.
You have the right idea. Okay. So like Mrs. Foster says, take 2 fractions here, so we take these 2 and compare them to each other, right? So 3/5 and 7/10, which one's bigger? 7/10, okay? So now we know that 3/5 is before 7/10. Now we compare 1/4 and 1/2, right? Which one's smaller?
Oh, you got it.
1/2 is smaller than 1/4. So now we know that 1/4 is smaller than 1/2. And then we gotta compare the last 1/2 to 3/5, right? Now which one's gonna be smaller? So with our fraction strips, we get 1/2 and 3/5. 3/5, so right here. Okay. So 3/5 is right here, right? And now let's just imagine that this one's just half.
Why are you coloring the
Which one's
paper?
bigger?
It's pretty dead.
Dude,
3/5.
stop,
So
Braxton.
that's why 3/5 is after 1/2. Go back to it, double check all your fractions. Alright, you got some of them that are correct, but some of them that are maybe a little mixed up, okay?
Stop it.
Which is correct. 1/4 is
I'm
smaller
way
than
over
1/2.
Just stop, Braxton.
3/5 is smaller than 7/10.
I need help.
Really?
Alright. So number 3, which fraction would you want to start with comparing? Where do you want to start?
Still finish your
What about 3/10 and 1/3? So, which one do you think is
I wonder who's that one that is
3/10 is smaller than 1/3? Alright. So now let's work from there. Which one do you think is going to be? Do you think it's going to be 2/5 or 2/4?
That one barely has any down.
2/5. Why do you think it's
Is
2/5?
that yours? Because it's smaller.
So we got 1/3, right? That's one of our fractions.
Each or something.
And then another one is 2/5, which is here, right? Bigger than 1/3. So far we got 3/10 and 1/3.
What are you guys singing? Whatever it is, it's so annoying.
So that's going to be your order.
Plus, this is
okay?
a test, dude.
So
Pretty much.
it's helpful while ordering our fractions. Yes, Christina? If you are finished, you can leave your homework and stuff here, alright? I would like to collect it tomorrow. Yup. I'd like you guys to put your homework away and your fraction strip away. Okay? Make sure you do not lose your fraction strip. And then we're getting ready for indoor recess.